Okay, number 25. X squared y plus yx squared equals 6. They want to find d2y dx squared at the point 1, 3. So clearly I got to take the derivative of both sides, and I have to do it very likely twice. So I'm taking the derivative of both sides. This is product rule, so I take the derivative of the first is 2x times the second plus the first times the derivative of the second is dy dx. Okay, plus the derivative of the first is dy dx times the second plus the first times the derivative of the second here. Apologies, that was x squared times 2x equals the derivative of 6 is just 0. Okay, so we have this whole thing looks like kind of a mess, but this I have to group together everything with dy dx in it, so it's x squared plus another x squared, that's just 2x squared, equals, I'm going to bring this to the other side, that's 2xy and that's 2xy, so negative 4xy. I divide both sides by 2x squared, and I get dy dx equals negative 4 over 2 is negative 2, so it's negative 2x, this x cancels out with one of these x's, so it becomes negative 2y over x. Okay, so I can also rewrite this as negative 2x to the negative 1y. Alright, so dy dx is negative 2x to the negative 1y. Alright, so then now I want to find the second derivative, so I have dy dx equals negative 2x to the negative 1y. Well, if I want to find the second derivative, I got to take the second derivative of this side and then take the derivative of this side. So this just becomes the second derivative, d squared y dx squared equals the derivative of this. Again, it's power rule. I'm going to take that negative and just bring it to the front. That negative and bring it to the front. Negative 2 rather. Take the whole thing, negative 2, bring it to the front, makes my life easier. Then I take the derivative of the first, so that's negative x to the negative 2y, and then plus the derivative of the second, or the first times the derivative of the second, so it's x to the negative 1 dy dx. Okay, so that's the whole answer really. Then I've got to plug in the point. So let's plug in the point afterwards, because we actually have to plug in, you see how I have this dy dx here? I've actually got to plug this in as dy dx in order to get my answer. So this whole thing becomes negative 2 negative y over x squared plus 1 over x times this whole thing, negative 2y over x. That's that whole thing right there. Okay, so that looks like a big old mess, and it kind of is in a way. It's long, but you know, we just got to keep meticulous. This is why we have to be meticulous, to make sure that we're just doing all the right things and all the right steps. So this becomes negative 2. Now I plug in my point, 1, 3. So negative 3 over 1 squared plus 1 over 1 times negative 2, 3 over 1. Okay, now that becomes negative 2 times negative 3 minus negative 2 times 3 is 6. So negative 3 minus 6 is negative 9. So it becomes negative 2 times negative 9, which equals 18, which is my final answer. Okay, that was a really long one. It's tough in a way, but at the same time, it's just, you guys know all the steps. It's just doing all the steps. It takes a while. Hope you understood it. See you in the next video.